my YouTube intro. Hi YouTube! So I've just filmed my whole lower body workout in the gym. So I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, tell me what you want to see more of, what parts you enjoyed, and hopefully I can help as many as you as possible with this channel. Unfortunately, my phone actually died at the end, so I was doing pistol squats for the first time in ages. Some really good ones and one where I fell over. So I'm gutted I didn't capture any of that. Lesson learned, I need to take my charger into the gym because my iPhone, the battery just drains so quickly. Anyway, enjoy. Okay guys, so I've just done a 10-minute incline walk on the treadmill because I needed everyone else to get out of the gym so I could film. Usually we'll do like 4 on an incline or something. So I'm going to do some mobility. Don't always get lots of mobility in, but because there's time and it's a Sunday, I am going to, and I'm stiff everywhere. So it's like a bit of a full body one as well, like while I'm going to be training lower, it's going to do everywhere. My upper back and shoulders from being at a laptop are just not great. So I'm just going to take you through what I do. It tends to change sometimes, but I've got some very bog standard moves. My knees are actually clicking. That's not usual for me. So I said I was going to update YouTube this year with some different videos. So I'm going to take you through some of my workouts, do some more tutorials. I do some more vlog. Oh, this microphone's not going to work, is it? Do some more vlogs, both like fitness related and personal. You're absolutely going to hear me getting out of breath as well. Okay, I'm going to go upside down. Okay, just open up my hips. So yeah, like I said, my ability tends to change up a little bit. It will depend on when I'm working. So I will focus this on lower, but I do need to get some cat to cows going for my upper back. I'll go there. I don't know the names of half these mobility moves either, so if you follow this, you can just copy it. Right, these, well, I would call them walkouts. I guess that's an official name. I do like this one for a lower, especially deadlift, because it lengthens out my hamstrings. I'll just do a few here and back up. So if you don't know me that well, I have trained consistently for years now. Used to over-exercise for sure. 2.5 hours in the gym, like 4 or 5 times a week. Those on. Yeah, like 4 or 5 times a week, absolutely ridiculous, got no results from it. Dropped down to 4, they became like hour-long sessions. Saw the most results I've ever seen. Now between working and being a mum, 3 tends to be realistic for me. That tends to be 2 lower, 1 upper. And if I can get in a 4th, I'll just put a 2nd upper in. That is because I feel like my upper is pretty well developed. So last year when I was in pretty good shape, still am in good shape, but in different shape, I felt like my upper was just really developed. So I was like, actually, I really want to focus my lower. And because this year I'm in a surplus, I'm not in deficit life, I do want to build on my lower half. So we've got work to do. And to do that, I need to eat enough. Not a problem for me. I'm not someone who struggles. But obviously make sure they're the right foods. And I need to train hard. I'd actually say that's my problem. Sometimes I don't push myself enough. Sometimes I probably train too hard. So I am going back to my coach again. I just stopped with him around the wedding, just personal reasons. I cut down on my training because I was just too busy basically. But yeah, I'm going to go back so I get some structure because that's what I need. Someone to tell me what to do while I tell everyone else what to do as a coach. These ones, thread the needle. Oh, I feel my shoulders so tight. And other side. So this one I'll do regardless of the day, because again, just feel like we probably all get it, being on our phones all the time, without a laptop. We might get a bit stiff. Okay. All right, I'm going to come around onto my back. So I'm going to loosen out. This one's really good for your lower back, actually. So you want to bring your legs up, cross one over slightly, And you're actually going to try and keep your back flat on the floor as you drop your legs. So you want to drop this way. I always find this, when I do this, one side is so much stiffer than the other. Oh, that microphone probably wouldn't pick that up, but that was a big click. So yeah, good one for loosening out your back. I chose today, it's a good day to film. I don't usually come to the gym with a full face of makeup on, but I did a Mama and Me photo shoot this morning. And ordinarily I'd probably have taken the makeup off, but I figured I'd try and look half decent for the camera. More people on Instagram know me, they used to be with no makeup. YouTube, however, they are not. Okay, so I'm also going to do some glute bridges here, but I'm going to do these kind of like you would do them in yoga. We're going to peel really slowly off the floor, tuck your pelvis, bring it all the way up. Just hold it for a second, and then come all the way down, rolling the spine again. Just loosening out. To be honest, this will probably do me here. It's a pre-workout mobility rather than like on its own. But in fairness, I think a goal for me this year should definitely be, if I can get that full session in, spend half of it probably doing some mobility and some stretching. Stretch out a little bit more, feel my back tight. I need a sports massage. Okay. Hopefully you picked all that up and I wasn't just heavy breathing down the mic the whole time. But anyway, that's me. So let's go crack on with some deadlifts. Totally turn the music off, so it feels really weird, but YouTube gets really weird with copyright, doesn't it? So I just don't want to take the risk of doing all this and then it cuts it all out. So we're going to deadlift first, conventional deadlift. Ooh. Grab my barbell. Barbells are 20 kilos to start with, so I'll do a warm up of 60 in total. So I'm going to add 20 to each side. Oh, it feels cold in here actually. My feet are cold on the floor. Oh my God, all you're going to hear is my heavy breathing. All right, so warm up bar, I'm not going to use straps or barbell clips or anything like that. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm barefoot, well not barefoot, I'm in socks, I never go barefoot. I'm in socks so that my weight is flat, my weight is distributed evenly. Running trainers, terrible for deadlifts, okay. Right, so let's go warm up set. Oh, and I need my hair clipping, which is in my bag. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully this feels easy. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. And I'm going to add 5 on, so I go 70. Do a couple of reps there, and I'm going to jump it to 80. Do 3 working sets of 2. Have a little rest before I do that. Right. Okay, it's time to add on another 5 each, and then I'm going to get my wrist straps on because my grip's going. So we're going to go 3 sets of 2. Last week felt really tough. Let's see if it feels a bit better this week. So I'm going to have my figure of 8 straps. Much easier than the wraparound ones. Let's go for it. Let's see what 2 feels like. It's weird training in silence as well. So I'm missing that motivational part. Let's do this. Nice, right, I'm going to take 3 minutes rest. That actually felt easier than last week, but I can feel my hips want to rise up first, so hopefully second set will feel better. All right, so got a little bit longer on my rest time left, but while we're here, so conventional deadlifts, just a few tips. Make sure your shoulders are back and down. Don't just think shoulders back, think down as well. This will help keep your upper body straight, so your back will stay straight. And you want to think about driving your feet down into the floor. This will help you using your leg drives. This will give you a lot of power as you are lifting the bar, but focus on driving those legs into the floor as opposed to the pulling up part. There's some of my key tips, I would say. You could go on and on with deadlifts, but yeah, they're good starting points, right? Speaking of, let's go for set 2. So actually another tip is use that rest time. So it's a big lift, it's a heavier lift, so 3 minutes. I don't know why people moan about rest time and want to skip it. Like, it doesn't mean you're not working hard. You are just getting time to recover, which is what you need in between sets. And then you can lift more efficiently. All right, let's do this, another 2. Really debated a third then. I might have been able to do it, but I'm not sure if form would have been compromised. All right, we've got one more set. And you can probably hear actually how I'm breathing through my deadlifts. So at the bottom, I'm taking a nice big deep breath in, inhaling through my nose, expanding at the core, holding it. And then as we get to this point, which is a bit of a sticking point by the knees, using my out breath to power up. Alrighty, we're gonna go last set. I did do 3 sets too last week. It'd be nice if I could push one more out, but I'm not sure what that would look like form-wise, so let's give it a go. I'll aim for a good 2. Right. Let's do it. Nice. Okay, we progressively overloaded. We added 1 rep compared to last time. What was her doing? Right, so from deadlift, I like to come straight into hip thrusts. Mostly because your bar's already set up, so it's so much easier. You just literally add your box, barbell pad, and go. So let's do that. My phone is not fully charged, so I don't know if I'm going to get this full workout in. That is a very me thing to do. Right, so going to hip thrust. Oh, what have I got on? 80. That's not enough. Let's go to 100. So whack these off. We'll get some 20s on. So I've lost some strength, but last year I was literally sitting like the lightest. Oh no, 20s I need. Let's start again. All right, so we're going to go to 100. So I have lost a fair amount of strength, I would say. Don't mind my bum. Compared to what I was lifting, but I'm also I was a lot lighter last year, and I'm a lot lighter now than I was before. So when I was lifting my heaviest, I was sitting late 60s, 70 kilos. Last year, I was down to like 58, 59 kilos. Now I'm back to like 63. To be honest, I don't actually care what I weigh, but obviously it does make some level of difference when you are training and lifting. And obviously what you're eating is going to make some level of difference as well. So I'm eating a lot more now than I was last year. So like I said, the goal of this is just to build. So here's another way. We are going to go for... I can't even take my hoodie off. Wouldn't normally train in it, but it's so cold in here. The heater is on next door, and it's supposed to like heat up the entire building, but even the floor's cold, like my bum's cold. Right, let's do this. We'll go 6 to 8 reps. Oh my God, that's heavy. Okay, 8 reps. That felt really hard actually. So yeah, this is quite a nice start point to be fair, because you get to see me now. Jan, and hopefully in a few months' time we'll be lifting a fair amount more. Max I've hip thrusted, it's 160. Max I've ever deadlifted was 130 for one, but form was off and yeah, it weren't in my best lifting days, so I'd love to go for a new 1 rep max, to be fair. Squat, never quite reached 100. I'm pretty sure I did 95. I don't really love squats so much, to be fair. Bench press, got to 60 kilos. So I've got some old goals that I guess I'm going to chase now. See what we can get after. And yeah, roll with it. So hip thrust, again, I'm going to take 3 minutes rest because it's a heavy lift. I want to recover well and perform really good in my sets. So yeah, little reminder to you, don't skip your rest. And I can talk you through a few of the form tips. So where do we start with this one? Probably everyone's least favourite part, but you actually kind of want to have a double chin look. As soon as you look back, you're going to put pressure in your neck. So you are aiming to look forward. Your elbows are off the step. So I often see people try and hook themselves up like this. You want your elbows off, your upper back is on the bench. You're going to roll this back. Obviously, always make sure you're using big plates because that way you can roll it over. If I was using like the little fives, obviously I'd have to, I'm sure we've all done it at some point, I definitely did, lift it and try and manoeuvre it onto the hips. It's very uncomfortable and just not ideal, squashes you. So big plates it is. Okay, we're going to take our feet, so probably about hip width apart. When you come up, you roughly want right angles. If you're a bit too close, you're going to feel all quads. If you're a bit too far, probably all into your hamstrings. So just make sure you're feeling your glutes. And also, again, I'm doing this without shoes on because running trainers are terrible. I can make sure my feet are flat. There shouldn't be any weight tipping forward. I kind of drive into my heels, but not to the point my feet are lifting up. And you want to brace your core. So your core should stay solid. I often see people's back arching, so they're kind of pushing from their lower back. That's because you're not engaging your core and keeping it kind of as stiff as a board. Right, let's do it. Set 2, 6 to 8. Okay, 8 reps done. So I was doing that, I thought another tip, and now I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, you don't actually want to come too low with these either. So when you're up, hip thrusting, I can't do another rep. Okay, I might as well get a longer rest. So when you're up, you're going to come here with it. You want to come down, probably about halfway. You don't want your knees to start dropping towards you, because that's taking it out of your glutes. So yeah, just don't come too low with it. Right. 3 minutes rest from now, and then I'm going to do my last set. I've got 3 minutes up, I'm going to do my last set. I'm actually starting to get warm now, but I was thinking, I don't know where I want to stick this microphone if I'm in a crop top. Anyway, irrelevant. So I'm going to do my last set of 6 to 8. My second set felt a lot easier than the first, actually. So let's see how these go. I actually did 9. I was going to go for 10, but I thought that might push it a little bit. But again, I've added 1 rep on compared to last week. Slow and steady wins the race. Right, okay, I'm actually going to choose to do a variation of a lunge now. I think some Bulgarians, front foot elevated. So I'm going to set those up, and then we're going to do 2 sets each side. Just a little tip when you are unloading the bar. If you get one side off, you can make your life easier by doing this. Then you can lift the bar out and the plates are easier to grab that way. All right, so Bulgarian split squats, front foot elevated. This is my setup. I've got a plate, strap for my dumbbell, pad along here. When you're doing Bulgarians, you want to make sure that your whatever your back foot's going on isn't taller than your knee, so like knee height or below. I'm going to go for probably 2 sets of like 8. I haven't done these since probably July or August. Always start on your weaker side, so whatever side is likely to get less reps, so you can gauge it by that. So if I say 6 to 8 and my left can only do 6, my right is only do 6. That way you are not overtraining one side that's already stronger. So what leg am I doing? I'm going to do my left leg, so I'm going to hold this. I'm going to do it on the opposite hand. You can do it either way. Train slightly differently. I actually think you might get more glute as well from doing it same side, but I want to get some quads from this as well, so pure growth. Right, let's go. Okay, that doesn't feel too heavy actually. And you want to keep your hips nice and square when you do these. Your weight should all be coming up for your front leg as well. I often see a lot of people driving up through their back leg that's pressing into like the pad. You don't want that. So yeah, I'm tipping forward with this. I don't know how many I've done. Was that 4? 5? Let's keep going. I tip forward with slightly. So I'm at an angle. I'm going to target my glutes as well. Let's go one more for luck. I definitely pushed some weight into my back leg there. That's why that made a noise. I think that was 7 or 8. I don't know. Anyway, I rest between legs as well, because once again, you're still using energy. So rest, take a bit of rest time. Not as much, I don't need 3 minutes in between legs, but a little bit of rest so that I can train effectively both sides. I'm not actually, I don't know where that even started. Oh, it's that cardio as well. So I'm going to hold on my left. Like I said, you can do it same side. Let's go for it. Try and move that pad along slightly. And again, I'm leaning slightly into it. My weight is flat. Again, I'm in socks because running trainers again would be terrible. They'd be tipping my weight everywhere. Right, so let's go. And again, all the weight should be driving up through that front leg. So don't be pressing down into your back. 2, 3. God, this actually feels hard on my right. Right, the jumper might have to come off. It's getting really hot. 7. 8. Cool, that actually felt a lot harder. Am I right? Maybe I finally evened out the strength or overtaken my left. Same thing again, I'm going to rest. I'm going to do one more on each side. Right, I think I'm going to have to get this jumper off. It's really hot. I think you can still hear me okay with this. Not the most practical top. This is a TikTok shop one. They tend to like ride up and not fit well, but hey ho. Right, so I'm going to go back to my first side. Same thing, 6 to 8. Dumbbells in my right hand. Straps through, and I'm using the straps because for me, I really want to prioritize my lower. If my grip's going to give out, it's going to affect how much weight I'm lifting, so I'm not going to be able to lift as heavy and not build as much muscle. You see where I'm going? So they're not, I don't know why people think they're cheating. They're not. They're a godsend. All right, so 6 to 8. Oh God, don't like that noise. That long. I would say with these as well, like if your balance is not good, support yourself, like hold on for a bit just while you practice. Again, it's not really cheating. It's a more effective way to get your lower half working, because if you're worrying about balance, again, you won't be able to go as heavy. Right, okay, little rest again, then other side, my last one. Just doing 2 sets each side, leg extensions, and I might have a little practice of some pistol squats, because I want to be able to do them again. I haven't done them in ages. Isn't it funny? I've literally got the entire gym to myself and I have been here for the whole workout. I'm gonna move for leg extensions, but it's probably about it. All right, I think I did 8 on that first side. I can't talk and count. And this is like those memes about PTs. Like, yeah, I absolutely tell my clients they've got 2 left and I'm like, I have no idea where they are, but it sounds right. And if you're watching this, I'm not even sorry. Okay. Oh, right, I've got some strange old nickel lines going on. Had to wear some like nude ones under a nude dress for that Mama and Minnie photo shoot I did. Let's go along. There we go. Right, let's go. 8. That feels better. Just making sure my hips are square. It's quite easy with this one to have one back. Definitely should have kept my hair clip in. Oh my gosh, why does this side feel so hard? I can feel as it gets harder, I start to push more into my back legs. So just trying to be really conscious of driving up through my front one. Oh, that's burning. Oh, right, done. Dumbbells back. Let's go to leg extensions. This has drained the life out of my phone's battery. Like, it was nearly full, I'm sure, before I got here. That could be a lie, but we'll roll with it. So I'm just gonna feel one set on here, then you might get to see me go head over heels, attempting pistols. So I'm just gonna do one working set, talk you through set up. So just make sure this is like the pivot point is where your knees are, yeah? So you don't want your knees to be miles out here with a gap. This should be your pivot here. I adjust this pad, depends on the type you're using, but you should be able to move that. I'm just on medium, and obviously you can adjust your weights. With this one, just make sure your bum is planted in the chair. People have a habit, I see they go too heavy, don't grip on, and their bum's flying. Like, of course you're gonna lift more, but you're not working effectively. Like, you want it to be coming through your quads. Now, not gonna lie, sitting back on the chair, it's really cold. So yeah, that's how you're gonna get maximum quads. Keep your bum in, use the grips, and use a bit of time under tension as well. So don't just rush your reps at 100 miles an hour. You just wanna take it at reasonable tempo, add some pauses in, make it harder. Don't know how many I've done. But yeah, that is leg extensions. I'm gonna do 2 more sets, not film them, and then you might be able to see me attempting pistols.